Highly Suspect dropped a new album, As Above, So Below. We sat down with Highly Suspect.
Yes.
It is out now. You can go check it out. It was fucking awesome. Um, Album is really good. I want to be completely honest. Before this album, I don't believe I've listened to Highly Suspect. They were a familiar name that I've seen. I've obviously seen their faces everywhere, and I've been like, oh, okay, cool. I'll get into them one day. I'm sure they'll pop on the playlist someday. I listened to it in my brain, looking at all the people in the band. I'm like, oh, this is a fucking metal band, right? Like metalcore, heavy ass shit, face tattoos. I'm like, okay, this shit's gonna be heavy as fuck. I listened to it and it's rock, like hard rock. And I'm like, oh, this is not at all what I expected. Is it bad? No. But as we've said, kind of, if you watched our review of The Warning's Error, we both talk about how hard rock and rock has never been a genre that we've both ever really been super interested in. We respect it and we like it if we have to listen to it, but it's not something we're drawn to. More like metalcore, for me, rap, metalcore, um, rock, alternative, like that type of circle. But I did enjoy it a lot and I thought it was a fucking vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I've seen the band name thrown around a bunch. Wanted to see them in 2019 just because they were coming through New Jersey on my birthday. I didn't go, but that was kind of the first time I had heard their name. So I'd seen them around a bunch, knew of them, but didn't know what to expect going into this record. When I got a rock album tinged with some blues rock in it, that was the last thing that I was expecting. But I left this record blown the fuck away because front to back, it is such a beautiful piece of music. We dive deeply into the story behind the record and what ultimately was the catalyst for the album in the interview with Johnny. But it wound up, being that he was living recklessly. He got in a motorcycle accident. That was kind of the awakening, and everything kind of spilled out for this record after that. So my favorite song on the record is Run for Your Death, More Pills, solely because it is like the fastest song on the record, the rockiest, and even on my first listen where I was like trying to figure out what the hell I was listening to the entire time because I was just so confused. That was the one where I came away with like that was fucking sick. And that point still stands for me after listening to it a couple more times. But I have a lot of respect for the opener, Summertime Voodoo, as well, because that really sets the scene for the record, kind of what you're going to expect, and what you're gonna get. But it's just such a beautiful piece of music, really knowing what Johnny was going through, what the album's about, the fact that they were able to get back in a studio together and do this one together, versus the last couple of records. It all comes through now that I know all of that, and really makes me enjoy and appreciate this album for what it is, getting to know all of the additional info about it and not just being like taking the album at face value for a Highly Suspect record that I know nothing about,
Yeah. Damn right.
So I enjoyed the album. It was fucking awesome. Highly recommend, even if like the rock and the tinge with blues rock isn't necessarily your thing. I think it's a beautiful piece of music front to back. Highly recommend.
You could still find something that you like and something that you could appreciate from it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you like heavy music, More Pills is there you go. There you go.
There for you.
Found your song.